They say we live in one world, but if you look closely, we live in three. The first is a world of glass and gold, where time is bought and the horizon belongs to those who can afford the view. The second is the world of the comfortable middle, a life measured in monthly installments, steady dreams, and the fear of falling. And the third is a world of grit, where every sunrise is a battle, and survival is the only currency that matters. We are told these worlds never touch, that there are invisible walls built of bank balances and birthrights. But tonight, I want to tell you a story that proves those walls are thinner than we think. This is a story about Leo, Sarah, and Maya. 3 souls, 3 classes, and 1 heart. Leo lived in the gold. He was the heir to an empire. His life was a series of handshakes and high-stakes decisions. He had everything, yet he spent his nights looking down from his balcony, wondering why the city looked so lonely from the top. Then there was Sarah. Sarah was the heartbeat of the middle class. She worked as a graphic designer, lived in a cozy apartment with a cat, and saved up for a vacation once a year. Her life was safe, predictable, but she always felt like she was waiting for something to actually happen. And then there was Maya. Maya lived in the shadows of the skyscrapers. She worked 3 jobs, cleaning offices, delivering food, and caring for her younger brother. She didn't have time for dreams. She only had time for today. Love wasn't on the menu for any of them. But life has a way of rewriting the menu. It happened on a Tuesday. A storm had paralyzed the city. Leo's luxury car had broken down in a neighborhood he usually only saw from a helicopter. Frustrated and soaked, he ducked into a small, flickering café. Sarah was already there, seeking refuge from the rain with a book and a lukewarm latte. And Maya? Maya was behind the counter, finishing a double shift, her eyes tired, but her posture defiant. Leo sat at the only open table, right next to Sarah. He felt out of place. His expensive suit looked like a costume here. He caught Sarah's eye, and for the first time in years, someone didn't look at him as a CEO. She just saw a man who was wet and annoyed. She laughed and handed him a napkin. "The rain doesn't care how much your shoes cost," she said. Maya brought him a coffee. She didn't offer a smile. She offered a look of recognition. She saw the exhaustion in his eyes that matched her own, the weight of expectations. In that tiny, humid cafe, the walls started to crumble. Over the next few months, an unlikely trio formed. It started as a friendship, then blurred into something deeper. Leo was drawn to Sarah's peace and Maya's strength. But the world outside didn't like their experiment. Leo's family demanded he marry a woman of equal standing to secure a merger. Sarah's friends warned her that she was a temporary distraction for a rich man. And Maya's world was the harshest. A medical emergency with her brother meant she needed a sum of money she couldn't earn in a lifetime. Leo wanted to write a check. He wanted to solve it with his world. But Maya refused. "I don't want your charity, Leo," she told him. "I wanted your heart, but your heart is tied to your checkbook." Sarah stood in the middle, the bridge between them. She realized that Leo's wealth was his prison, and Maya's poverty was her fortress. Love isn't about finding someone who lives in your world. It's about being willing to leave yours to enter theirs. Leo made a choice. He stepped down. He gave up the gold to find his soul. He used his personal savings not to buy Maya's favor, but to build a foundation for her brother's future, anonymously. He showed up at that same small cafe, wearing a simple t-shirt and a smile. He didn't have the penthouse anymore. Sarah didn't have her predictable safety anymore. She had taken a risk on a man with no certain future. And Maya? Maya finally allowed herself to lean on someone. They weren't rich, poor, and middle class anymore. They were just three people sharing a cup of coffee. Money can build a house, but it can't build a home. Status can buy an audience, but it can't buy a connection. At the end of the day, we all bleed the same color. We all fear the same silence, and we all seek the same warmth. Don't let the numbers in your bank account define the boundaries of your heart, because the greatest love stories aren't found in the palaces or the penthouses. They are found in the spaces in between. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, share it with someone who needs to remember that love knows no class.